The Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Coaches Corner, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's Murfreesboro on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and streaming at WGNSSports.com.
And this portion of the show brought to you by Craig's Tax Service, specializing in personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping services. Find out more at CraigsTaxService.com. John Dinkins back here with you, pulling the long shift today here at the Prentice Allsup Heating Air Coaches Corner, and wearing his lucky camouflage cap for the fourth Saturday in a row. I'm not sure. And it's going to stay that way as long as you keep winning, right, Coach? Ben Caudill, the head coach of the Stewarts Creek Redhawks.
Good to be with you.
And big win. I thought an impressive win last night. And number one, you had to face the elements. Number two, a very, very good Antioch team. And this was one of the games I know that you probably kind of set off in your mind. We need to get this one, and you did it.
Yeah, it was a huge win for our program. Like you said, very, very talented Antioch team. You know, they not only do they have really good players, you know, they got really smart players. They got a big two-way lineman, about 6'6", who's going to Purdue. Their quarterback's been offered by Vanderbilt. They had kid, come in from Father Ryan, and you kind of felt like, this is supposed to be Antioch's year, and with all the elements and all that stuff, we had to go over there and do it, on a grass field, and certainly wasn't on turf, certainly, wasn't anything like a rain game would be at our place or any other place with turf. And so the mentality that our team had all week was very encouraging for me and our coaching staff, and just couldn't be any more proud of our team.
You go into a game, and it's a grass field. It's rained and rained and rained. I know it was dry before the hurricane came in, but 4 inches of rain at least. It seemed as if you took the initiative. We're going to run the football. This is what we're going to do. Like the old smash mouth, old time Green Bay Packers, Chicago Bear kind of style of running, and it looked like that's what you did.
Yeah, I think you go into these games and we kind of try to figure out what's going to work,
Mm-hmm.
because Antioch, they got 2 defensive linemen that combine for about 650 pounds, and just a very big, fast, physical defense, so we were able to, go and it starts with putting ourselves in great, field position. Honestly, we felt all week that special teams was something that we could dominate, and that's the word that we used, and that's what we did in that phase. And so we were in some really good situations. Was really proud of our offensive execution. This was, I felt like it was a mentality game. I felt like, and I told our kids this game is going to be decided before it starts. And we got off the bus and really our mindset the whole week. We had a team cancel a JV game on us Monday, and there was a lot of lightning, coming in Tuesday. So we ended up practicing before school Tuesday and felt like we kind of, stole a practice. And so anyways, you don't just put it together on a Friday night. I thought our kids really, executed every day this week, and that led to a lot of success last night.
Ben, when you look at the stats, you're going to go, wow, there's not a whole lot to that, but there is, because Caleb Floyd rushed for 145 yards, 35 carries. He was a workhorse. But, boy, credit that offensive line, because, the other team also knows the weather conditions, and they know, well, passing may not be, the main thing. You made your team with the offensive line. They didn't have to have the pass. Is that kind of what you saw last night?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that go into, executing in that type of game. I've played quarterback, and let me just tell you, a ball is either wet or dry. You can do all you want,
Mm-hmm.
to keep a ball dry, but it is either dry or it's not.
Mm-hmm.
And,
yeah.
so we had a lot of things, honestly, in the run and the pass that we hadn't shown yet. And we threw a few of those out there last night, and weren't able to show some of the stuff in the pass game, honestly, just because we didn't need to. With the way, you bring up our strategy on offense. Well, let me just tell you, our defense, allowed us to, shorten this game. And, I wasn't going to take any chances, on offense with the way that our defense was playing. Goodness gracious, other than, really two plays there at the end of the second quarter, our defense played lights out, dominated the line of scrimmage, and had, I believe it was 5 turnovers. And so, our defense was a huge reason in the way that we executed the way that we did on offense. You're not going to do anything in that type of weather, you don't have to prove how smart you are on offense at times when your defense is playing the way that it is. So very proud of our defensive staff. It seems like every layer of our defense, had a turnover last night. Bryson Hayes, landed on a fumble in the end zone. Marcel Gordon with a strip sack on that play. Marcel also had an interception and a fumble recovery. And then cornerback Cannell St. Soir had a scoop and score as well defensively. And so, so proud of those guys, proud of our staff and the job that they did against a really talented Antioch offense last night.
They're the unsung heroes of Stewarts Creek, the defense, really, because you take away the Blackman game where there were 2 blocked punts in that game. They've been pretty much lights out. And very easily could have won that game. But it just seems like, I don't know how to explain it. Maybe not a swagger. That's not a good word, but a more confident Stewarts Creek team than I've seen in the past.
Well, it's hard to compare teams, because it's like comparing your children. You love them all.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I will say this is a very unselfish team. It is a team that does not care who gets the credit, and that leads to, unselfish play. It leads to, just a product on the field that we can all be proud of. So I'm very proud of our defense. I'm very proud of what they've done in every game this season. In the Blackman game, I said after that game it was the most talented Blackman team since 2014. And I think people are maybe starting to come around to think that I was right on that, And, we had a horrible third quarter that game. And really outside that quarter, I'm tremendously pleased with our effort on that side of the ball. And that's something regardless of the conditions. Your defense, you don't have to adjust as many things, in the wet weather on that side of the ball. You can just kind of go out and play. And so just tremendously proud of all of our guys on that side of the ball.
There was a huge win, and it's setting up. Of course, you got to take one game at a time, but it's setting up for a real big finish in the region. You've got a couple of big games left, and I know. Let's talk about West Creek. I don't know that much about them, but you travel there. You're on the road again this Thursday as well.
So we, West Creek is actually playing tonight. They moved their game. There were, a handful of games that were moved to Saturday, and so they reached out, I think it was Thursday, to let us know about that. They've got a new coach, and kind of one of the second newest school, I believe, in Montgomery County. Kirkwood is the newest, and so we're going to host them on Thursday night. So it's it feels like it's been forever since we've been at home. It's going to be our homecoming.
Oh, it's a home game. Okay, the schedule's wrong here. Okay.
So we've had 3 straight road games, and I'm really proud of the organization and all of the things that our staff and players and the mentality we've had to have, on the road. We only have 2 games this year on grass, and those are behind us now as well. And so I'm really proud of, what we've done these past 3 weeks on the road. It really makes coming home all that much more sweeter. Last night, obviously, with the elements, we couldn't bring our band. I can't wait to be back with our band, be back at home. Obviously, it's going to be homecoming. Pretty much everybody else this morning's already spoke to the challenges that can present, that can present to your team with the structure of homecoming. But we're going to be at home, and I'm really excited to be back in front of all of our community. And I'll just say this, John, the last 2 weeks on the road, it's really felt like a home game. The Stewarts Creek community, we have far outnumbered, the home team in regards to fans and support. And
you did last night too.
Oh, no question, no question. And the strength of our school and community and our support, it's just so deep. And it's our team feeds off that. And so it's going to be great to be back at home. West Creek's got a really athletic quarterback. They had several players last year that caused some issues for us. So we got a short week ahead of us, and it's one we're going to have to stay focused on.
Focus the key word. With homecoming, focus is always the key word. Stay that way. We're talking to Ben Caudill, the head coach of the Stewarts Creek Redhawks, and a little off the cuff here question, I guess you might say, when it comes to the Redhawks. This is one of the better seasons, and I don't want to curse it or anything else, but you do have to kind of keep their heads, this is not over. We got a lot of games, one game at a time. But I know you've got a lot of people, and those coaches you have done a really tremendous job in helping steer Stewarts Creek in this direction that they're going in currently.
I can't say enough about our staff. We always add, to our staff each offseason. And, we've had, ever since I've been at Stewarts Creek, we've had a tremendous staff. We've had some guys leave and go off to some of the best programs in the state, to be coordinators or go to Brentwood Academy or CPA or, wherever it might be. And so the good Lord's always brought us the right people, and it starts with hiring high character and having the right school person. And, this past off season, we went out and added Brian Waite, who's been a head coach much longer than me in Metro. He has made an immediate impact on our team. Hired a young guy in Enoch Williams, who I've known for years and years and years. So just having those guys that can mentor our players, that can love them, that understand the balance that these kids need nowadays, in regards to tough love and also, discipline, maintaining a disciplined program. We have a tremendous staff, and, that's how everybody is in our school. We have an unbelievable staff, and I can't say enough about our coaches and the job they've done this year. And, to speak to what you said, we said it last night, guys, this isn't the finish line. This has got to be something that, really, spearheads the rest of our season. Nobody said this is where we want to be after 6 games. That's not what anybody talks about before the season. And so, I believe in our leadership. I believe that, we understand that last night was chapter 6, and there's several more, chapters ahead of us. And so last night was a big step, though. It was a big step on the road against, what many would have considered the region favorite, and we went and did what we said we were going to do, and very proud of our team for that.
Well, Ben, good luck next week. Have a great homecoming, by the way. That's always an exciting time, and the kids deserve it. I mean, they deserve it, and the football players deserve that as well. So
no question. Can't wait to be back at home in front of our home fans. Going to be very exciting, and I want to give a shout-out to our administration as well for last night. Our AD, showed up, like he was stepping out of the Louisiana Tech student section in college. He had a short sleeve, cotton shirt and shorts on. Todd Harris. He was full Cajun mode last night, and Dr. Harrell out there leading the students. It was awesome, and like I said, it felt like a home game, and that's something we take pride in at Stewarts Creek. Our support, the strength of our community. It's exciting, and very proud of our effort last night, and like I said, we'll stay focused this week, and excited for the opportunity to be back at home.
All right, that's Ben Caudill, the head coach of the Stewarts Creek Redhawks. Winners last night, 27-6 over Antioch. And when we come, by the way, 83 degrees next Thursday. Just want to let you know, and clear, sunny. Coming up, we're going to talk to Rockville coach Brian Guthrie as we continue here on the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Coaches Corner. This portion of the show brought to you by Parks Auction Company. Let their team of experienced and professionally trained staff utilize the auction process to sell your property. Find out more at parksauction.com.
Murfreesboro's favorite pizza is now hiring at all 3 local locations. That's right. We want you to join the Sir Pizza team. Stop in at our East Main, Veterans Parkway, or Memorial Boulevard locations and let us know how you'd like to join the Sir Pizza family. Also, we've made it even easier to order for carryout or delivery. Just head on over to sirpizzatn.com.
Pizza, pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Whether it's the blazing heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter, let the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Conditioning on West College Street keep your home or business comfortable year-round. We service all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Rheem Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brett Craig with Craig's Tax Service. From personal tax preparation to business bookkeeping, payroll, and taxes, at Craig's Tax Service, our staff is here to help.
Get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
As a former Siegel Star football player, I know the importance of the high school sports experience. Good luck to all county student athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
We're talking with Anne-Marie Brents at Rick's Barbecue, carrying on the Lanning family tradition.
I'm passionate about it, and I have a lot of my dad in me, so I know that I have the same energy and mindset that he does.
It's the best barbecue you'll eat, the smoked chicken out of this world, and those loaded baked potatoes.
That's the biggest potato you can get. They're right at 2 pounds. People ask us that all the time. They're like, where do y'all get those potatoes from?
A quick meal, feeding the whole family, or catering, they can do it all at Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior Drive.
It's not just your home or car. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams,